I am actually sharing with you my new little machine. It's Anna Griffin electrical die cutting machine. It's the Empress. It's the Empress, which is the bigger one to the mini. I have been trying to figure it out, and I wanted to share with you guys, my own, finding and how it was. So first to begin with, thank you so much for joining me again. Thank you to my faithful followers and those of you who stopped by. I appreciate you guys very much. So without further ado, let's go in. So what happened was, if you don't already know, I'm going to show you what the machine comes with. When you first purchase, of course, it comes with two A plates, a B plate, a D or metal shim plate, and there is a rubber mat, which is of course, a D rubber mat, right? Now, the issue with that is I have been trying to figure out how to use this based on the guide that was provided. And also, it came with a nice little metal thingy dingy. I haven't even opened that one yet. And there was something else. Oh, yes. And the guide, of course, the guide. So that's what it came with. I've been trying to figure out, because my dies are not all, what you call them, high-end or, brand name dies. They are basically dies I got, I ordered online, whether it's through Temu, is that what you call it, or other places like that. So I was having a challenge cutting them manually. So I ended up having a bunch of them that would not cut completely through. So I thought, let me try this Anna Griffin here and see if it's going to help me out. So these here are a couple of dies that I have that are not brand name dies, and I've had trouble getting those to cut out completely, all the little crevices here. Because of that, I did try it a little earlier on the machine, and oops, and after, like, I think I just once, or maybe I passed it twice, I can't remember, but I'm going to try again. I was able to get it to go through. I want to try this one because this is very, very intricate. All those little pieces of places in there. Again, these are not brand name dies. There's also this one. Okay, this is a nice little garden thingy dingy. So there is the guide here, and it tells you when you die cutting, pretty much you need to have your A plate first, right? So I'm going to put my A plate first. Then it has the magnetic what you might call it, mat. But I think I may have to put the shim in. So I'm going to see where I put the shim. Okay, so I'll put the shim on top the A plate, then followed by the B plate. Okay, and let's see how that does. And then the material, what I did was, it says to put the die cut facing up, but I want to do the reverse, because when I tried the other way, I found it was not working too well. So I'm going to put the material here first, and then I'm going to put this. Let me see, that's not wide enough, so let's not use that one. I'm going to then use this, which is one of the dies that I have had trouble, cutting through. And let's see, I have another piece here I'm going to try. So I'm going to do a couple, and I am going to put them face down. So I'm going to see if that's going to make a difference. Now, please note that this mat is very strong. When I was looking at the other videos, it did say that the mats were strong, but I'm telling you, they are very, very strong. And then finally, your A plate. So I'm going to see if I needed to run it twice or what have you in order for it to work. You see, that's the disadvantage of not seeing it, because I'm not sure if it did go through, but for purposes of the demo, let's see. Oh, it looked like it did work, because it looks like all the pieces, oh, it did, as a matter of fact. Oh, that's awesome. So in this case, I would say my version of using it is actually working for my die, because this is one I could never get all the, everything to cut through. So I decided, instead of putting the die cut face up, I'm going to put it face down on the metal mat. Now let's see this one. Now this here, let's see how this one did. I'm just going to pull it out, and this was on one run. Now this here, I mean, it didn't quite cut, but I obviously I'll have to do it again. So let's just see. Since this is another one, let's see how this one did. Whoopsie. If I don't poke myself, that will work. I was not even getting those pieces to budge. But you see now, you see with here, it looks like there's a piece that didn't do. So I would imagine if I run it through one more time, that all of these would actually go through. But for the most part, this is, again, one of those dies that I had a lot of trouble even getting those pieces to fall out. So I would say in this case, I would run this another, run it again, because that is not, a deal breaker. At least I don't have to be, straining my hand to get it through, which is something I could not do with the manual die cut. So for me, this is a big old plus. Even all those little, portions of them that wasn't falling out. So let me just go and poke this here a little bit and get it out. Guys, I am telling you, you don't understand, because this was one of the, I would run this through even my cuttlebug, and then some of those little things will not come out. It's like for some reason it just will not work no matter what I did. Now look at this on one pass. Everything is out. Okay. Yes, I may have to just poke out one here or there, but for the most part it's falling out, and that is just glorious for me. This is another one I've been trying to, get to cut. Let me see if it can fit here. Right. I'm going to do the same thing. Okay. So I have the 8-plate metal shim magic mat, and I'm going to do this one, and let's see what happens. Because this is another one that I have been having a rough time getting to go through. And again, my die cuts are not brand name die cuts. So that doesn't help either. Okay, so that never happened with my manual. Let's see if I do poke these out. So far so good. I don't want to get excited yet. Okay, so this one, it looks like I may have to run it twice. It's true it's coming out, but I want to be able to not have to be poking all of these things. But for the most part, it did actually remove a whole lot more of what I was able to have removed through my manual die cutting machine. So as you can see here, the it's showing pretty much everything has come out. At least it had most of the stuff that I could not remove from the manual die cutting machine is coming out here. So I'm happy about that. I believe a second run would actually work. Now I am going to try another one. So I'm going to put this down here, and let me put this face down. So this is another intricate die cut that I've had issues with. And look, there is my plate. Let me go ahead and get this fixed. Let's try this. Now this here is glitter cardstock that I put on here. So it's a thicker one. So I may have to pass it twice, but that's okay. Okay, I'll pass it one more time because, it just depends on the thickness. So far, I'm so excited about this because this was one I was really, having a rough time with. So I am so happy. Right. So for the most part, it looks like everything that needs to come out is coming out. Okay, so there you go. So I had to figure out how those would cut my generic die cuts, because these are not brand name die cuts like Anna Griffin or anything like that. These are just, random things I got over the internet, ordered from wherever I ordered them. I am really pleased with that because I love my die cuts. So again, let me show you those I had issues with. Anything of that nature. Whoops, sorry. Trying to get it to you. There we go. Anything of that nature that I ordered outside of brand name die cuts, I could not successfully use with my Cuttlebug or my other manual die cut, and I think it was Freestyle or something like that. So this is the first time that I was able to get it either in one pass or in two. So I'm going to continue to experiment and see with the others that I could not utilize, and I will definitely get back to you guys while I learn more about the machine. So this is all for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Have fun, be safe, and talk to you later.